Oh, I've been struggling to find the right angle to record this from. I was going to do this the other night, but I got distracted when I got home and it didn't happen. I didn't list anything. But I've got this was the women's Dickies sort of barn shirt from Wednesday. And then I've got the men's 4XL. I just was looking at my listings and realized I had the XLT up, but I didn't have the XL. And then I looked in here and I saw the bag with all this stuff in it. And then I also noticed the other bag with the stuff I got last night at the Goodwill. So just gotta take some photos. Gosh. With the setup here, I can't really stand where I usually stand. Now I'm blocking the light. Work in progress here. Usually get a full frontal shot, and then I'll get a shot of the shoulders, the middle, and then the hemline. And I can grab one of the back. And if that would stay still. Stay still. And then sit for macro and grab the tag. And I can get the content tag later when I'm actually doing the listing. Yeah, the inner tags, the care tag, and the content tag, fabric care, all that. Take care of that later. Yeah, I thought that truck last night was doing donuts in the parking lot, but once I saw the dash cam footage later, I realized they just had spun out. They were just driving through the parking lot, and I think they just hit a little slick spot and lost traction, and then they, instead of braking, they tried to accelerate, and that didn't go well. And so they spun out. Just a 180, not a 360. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was. But I only saw the sort of the end result as the vehicle was driving away, so I didn't really pick up on that they weren't actually doing donuts. Yeah, the lighting's not so good. It's not picking up the colors properly. Also, it's this heathered blue. It's always hard to film. At least it is for me. Well, I was working on that Fable Town offer last night, and I realized that the number of items I needed to finish the offer was actually, or at least finish the section I was working on, was only half of what I had originally calculated. So that gave me some gumption, and I ended up going all in on it. I'm spending about $35 buying various boosts and stuff to try and get those last goals. And I did hit one of them, but it didn't credit. So I'm gonna have to submit a ticket to see if I can get credit for that. But even with the credit from that, I'm still looking at a loss of around $10 or $11 on the offer. I really shouldn't have gone all in the end there. That was a very out of character move for myself. And of course, once I got past that part, I realized how much further it was to get to the clear the trash objective. So I finished installing the drum, but clearing the trash is well far into the Ice Queen's territory, so there's no way I was going to be able to do that. Oh, and this was all after I only had like 10 hours left. I've been up the entire night. I didn't go to bed. I did not go to bed. The sun came up around 5:30, and I was still playing. At 6 a.m. I reached level 40 and entered the Ice Queen's area. Finished Afuna's realm. That took way too long. I should have, in hindsight, I should have gone a lot harder on the surveys and the Capjoy offers early on in the game during the first week of play, and then I could have gotten a bit further. And then there were a couple days where I figured I had a lot of time. It wasn't, the progress was going well, and I wouldn't need to focus too heavily on it. And that was a mistake. I should have focused. But mostly it was working on those Tapjoy offers, because it just needs so many gems to get past the final area. I spent around 5,000 gems. The suggestion I saw on Reddit said it would take 10,000, but I managed to do it with just, what was it? It was 4,728 gems to clear the last objectives. I also have the timing written down. Some of the constructions, they went 4 hours, 8 hours, 16 hours, and then an entire day for the last part. And I had to skip all of those with the gems. This red is a bit difficult to film. Might need to use the other camera. It's just the other one doesn't do close-up shots very well. I usually just use it outside. These, I don't know if this will focus, but it's LL Bean, size 35, cotton, natural fit, in good condition. No holes, no stains. They just had a bit of lint on them. Some fabrics from other things that were leaning up against it. And then this, just some khakis, like Gap. Pretty strong pink. It was in the bin with the women's stuff. Everything in the bins is $1.99. They don't individually price many of the items, except for maybe like the jackets at all the local Goodwills. I've noticed watching other videos that places like in Arizona or California, where they individually price a lot of the stuff in the Goodwills. That's really unfortunate. I'm sure that really cuts into the earnings potential. Put a glitter or something on it. And the button doesn't show up very well since everything's just hot pink. It's Bermuda style, 9-inch. Size 18, yes, it's a women's. But I've sold one just like this in a smaller size, last year, so I picked it up, recognized it. These were interesting. If I'm using the bin, it's I thought it was yoga pants at first, but it's actually cycling leggings for women, and it's got a built-in foam seat. It looks like a bicycle seat. Thought that was interesting. Not sure if it will fit on this. Bit of a stretch. And then the ankles are zipped. This is, what brand is this? Oh, it just says Women's Performance. Yes, that doesn't film very well at all. The black sort of soaks up the light. Very fuzzy. So let's see, this is my, now working on the second year of selling on eBay. I started my store, Fat Wallet Refugee, in July of 2024. And then I graduated college in December. And I spent around $1,000 sourcing goods that first year, maybe a bit more than that. Spent a bit more this year, but I've got quite a bit more in earnings. Last year I didn't end the year with a profit, but this year it looks like I've got a profit of about $1,491 between all of my my storefronts. Now I expensed all items to Fat Wallet Refugee, but I have sold items through different channels, for La Femme, Golf for Less, and King's Castle. I'm not certain if this is a adult or children's. I thought it was adult. It just says size small, brown. I'll have to look this up. Target's pretty good about, price bit's been torn off, but Target's pretty good about keeping old listings up. So I can look up the, there's a code here, 331013448. If I look that up on Target, that should bring up the item. Or usually there'll be mirror sites. Those, or sometimes you'll find sort of scam sites where they've just duplicated a listing on a legitimate site, and they copy all the data, all the images. I find that site's actually quite useful for finding old items that are no longer listed on the manufacturer's website. And you just go snag all the photos and all the details of the product, and you're good to go. Usually I wouldn't get something wild Fable, even something new with tag, at the Goodwill, since I can normally get these wild Fable items for $1 at the treasure hunt store. Even just that difference of $1 can make the difference on the profitability. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, this is an out of season item, but what is this? Some sort of swimwear. It must be a top. Ah, yes, it's like a bandeau or a bralette, perhaps. It's got probably a bandeau. I think it's got the straps there. It does have a small mark there. I don't think that'll wash out, but I can mention that in the listing. It does feel like it's got an underwire on the sides for some rigidity. Let's see, brand is 99. Oh, okay. I thought it was something else, perhaps. Ah, I see. The tag says Kohl's. That's probably why I picked it out. Let's see, so let's put this on a mannequin. The front. Well, it's not going to stay on without the straps. Let's go find a clip. See if this will hold it in place. I believe the listing for the mannequin said it was a size small. It could have been a medium, I'm not certain. But there's many larger items that just don't fit on it, so I always have to clip them. this tag off. Quite often you find these, they have the liquidation tag on them if it's from the treasure store, or the Goodwill, it'll sometimes have clearance tags on it from the manufacturer, from the store. No, that's on there pretty good. I don't think I can get that off. It's unfortunate. Just sort of mars the whole, just the look. There we are. It says 99 size large. Got some floral shorts. It's blue flowers all over print. This is Margaret M. Slimming pant, size medium. It's elastic. Still got quite a bit of stretch to it. I'm not familiar with this brand, but I like the design. I just picked this out last night at the Goodwill, I think. Right. Let's see, we can grab this now. There's the care label. There we are. What else? There's a hat, Monet. I have to take that separately. Oh, actually, I got quite a few hats. There's Richardson Active. Looks to be in fairly good condition. There were several hats in the bin. I think that one, the Richardson, go good for golf. And then this one's got a, I believe that said that was a Tanzania emblem on it. I think it's something military, I'm not certain there. And then this golf skirt, this was on the rack at the Goodwill last night. It's an Adidas Golf, size 4. It's got nice snap buttons and a zipper. It's a very appealing blue. It's almost green, really. Let's see. See if we can get this on that. Yes, that'll work. It's a bit wrinkled. It's got nice pockets though. Oh, actually, it's not a Skort. It's a Skort. It's got the lining. Alright. So other than the hats, all we have left now is the Under Armour skirt that I first came across at the Goodwill last night. This is an Under Armour black athletic skirt, or Skort, and it's plus size. So it probably won't fit on here without the clip. Pretty good condition. There were several skirts and Skorts there that were all marred with various grunge on them, but this one was in good condition, not dirty or anything, so I was happy to find it. I sell the skirts and shorts for $10 on Golf for Less. I had originally started Golf for Less as a way to liquidate the shorts that I purchased that weren't selling. So I had set prices on all the listings. But then after a while, I sold through most of the stock, but sort of wanted to keep that storefront running, and so I started adding more stuff to it and moving into women's apparel for that one as well. And adding more items. So I got golf hats for $8, shirts for $12, sweaters for $13, and jackets for $14. And then anything Peter Millar was around $15 and up. This one's nice. It's got some frill to it. Alright, it's just the hats left to film. I can go ahead and list everything. I think that'll be it for now. Well, might as well see the hats. So, first up, the, what do I call it? Not Tanzania. Tanzania? Oh, actually I don't remember the name now. Totally lost it. Tanzania, that was it. Tanzania, that's what it said. I just used the Google lens, so I don't know if that's accurate. Here's the box left. Oof. So much junk in here. header. And the branding is Port Authority. And this... Alright, well, I was able to find the Golf Skort or Skort. I found 2 listings. This one is for a gray version. It's pre-owned for $24. And then I'm probably not going to list this on Golf for Less. What I will initially do is list it on La Femme first, probably for $16 to $18. And if after 1 or 2 months it doesn't sell, then I will move it over to Golf for Less for just $10. So I'll probably copy this listing, but I'll use the title from the other one and just make some adjustments. This one's got a more descriptive title. Oh, I was filming the hats, but then the batteries died in the camera. And then when I went to turn off the recording on the phone, there was a message on the screen saying that the memory card was full. And so that's why the hat footage was cut off suddenly. Quite the coincidence, both those happening at the same time. But I should have the camera footage from those items I shot. So we just need to make this light blue. I do like capitalizing the first letters. I think it looks nicer. And we'll put a hyphen there. And what I hadn't noticed until just seeing this this listing here is that there's 3 stripes on the back, 3 silver stripes. Make that the silver stripe. Light blue athletic golf skort, size 4. Oh, and let's see, it's got the logo on, well, we'll say snap button. Let's see if we can get the photos here. Go ahead and name this. Alright, got the files named. I can upload them here. And I'll stick them in the folder for La Femme first. It looks like that first one's a bit fuzzy. It's unfortunate. Yes, that should do fine. And these were manufactured 2015. So solid. It's woven. And let's see, made in China. Athletic, mid-rise, that's correct. And this was the first character, the B, light blue, or it could be dark blue or black, but blue. And then the 5 digits denoting the item. And then that's followed by the product line. In this case, it's Climber Light, although that's not listed above. I've got most of the style codes listed on Fat Wallet Refugee. If you go to the, if you search the site for eBay style code catalog, I've got most of them listed there and what they mean. I usually copy the title, place that in there. Let's see, it probably wants that. Right, I just need to measure this. Got a yardstick here in the house. These ones are a size 4, so they should be a bit slimmer at the waist than the other listing. Yes, looks like just a bit past 14 and a half. I'll put that down as 14 and a half. So that would be a 29 circumference. And then we have the length, and I do that at the shortest point. It's also going to be a 14 and a half. And then the hem flare. So that's the widest point at the bottom. And we've got 19 inches there. And I will also add the gasset here, or inseam. That's going to be 3 and a half. Go with 18. Let's see what it says here. It's probably got something else in there. Yes, it's got the regular ones. Those are the regular elastic ones. This one in particular has the snap buttons and the zipper plus the 3 stripes. And actually the inner fabric, I didn't list it, but the inner fabric does appear to be ripstop. weight-wise. Let's see, it's 5 ounces. I've just got a kitchen scale that I use for measuring. I did have a parcel scale for a while, but yeah, it was digital, and after a while it just sort of stopped working. I find the mechanical kitchen scale works just fine. And you don't have to worry about it suddenly dying. I think I should be able to fit this into one of the smaller poly mailers that I have. Yes, I think that will fit all right. So it's going to be 8 by 5 by 3. Let's see. Offers on, that's fine. It should be good. So let's see. For the skew, I'm going to list it as golf for my, just in case it does end up selling under the other line. And I don't have any golf items around, so I don't know what the SKU number should be. So go check that over here. So I've got each of my storefronts in different browsers. I just find it's easier to navigate. So in Edge I've got Golf4Less, in Firefox I've got La Femme First, and then in Chrome I've got Fat Walt Refugee, and then I can swap between that and King's Castle. Let's see, 70, Golf 70. So this will be Golf 071. This is Adidas. Silver stripe, light blue. When I first started doing the SKU system, I just had numbers on the bags, and then after a while I lost the list that had written down what was in each bag, and then I had to open them up. So now I write down what's in the bag on the bag so I don't get confused. And I also include the measurements. So it's 8 by 5 by 3 and weighs 5 ounces. And it goes in the bin. And on to the next listing.